Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's been a little minute. I am clearly in Liam's nursery. I said weeks ago that I'm going to do this video. I posted something and got a few questions and I was like, I need to do this video. So you should already be able to tell by now from the title, this is First Time Mommy Faves. I'm no expert. I'm a first time mom and these happen to be things that I love. Before we go any further though, you know the deal. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up, turn your post notifications on. Let me know if this is the type of video that you want to see. I'm finding on Instagram you guys are loving my mommy posts, so maybe you want more content like this on YouTube as well. So anyway, let me know. I came prepared with my notes and some things that I have that I can show on video. Others I'll insert pictures here and there because they were just too big. Also, before I go any further, this is not a sponsored video. All but one thing in this video are things that I either purchased or they were gifts from family and friends. So these are my honest opinions. I'm not being paid, but I am an Amazon influencer and I will include my link in the description. Just total transparency. We're all out here trying to live and make it. So I'm just keeping it real. If you shop with the link down below, I will get a commission from anything that you buy from that link. So again, these are my opinions. I'm not being paid by any company, but if you do purchase any of these goods through my Amazon link, I will get a commission from that. So let's get started. So we're gonna start off with pregnancy because I figured, you know, if this is a first time mommy, you want to know some pregnancy stuff. The first thing I'm gonna talk about is my May band, and this is actually a Velcro band. The creator, Mom of Six, reached out to me about this. So this is the only item that we could say is sponsored. It's not. Mayband did donate a portion of their proceeds to my foundation, but also Mayband themselves has an amazing initiative where she provides a scholarship for moms that are in school because she herself was in college. I think actually getting her master's degree, not college, when she became pregnant with her first one. Describing this though, it is an extender for your pants, for your jeans. So, you know, you get pregnant and you're growing and clothes period are expensive, and having to buy clothes that you probably won't use again after pregnancy and after you've lost your baby weight. This was a great money saver where you just put this on your jeans. I had a summer baby, so I wore mostly shorts, but you just put this on your jeans. Once you can't button them up, zip them up anymore, you loop this through your belt loops and boom, you got an extender. No need to buy maternity jeans. I love this thing. It was great for maternity and postpartum because you know your belly doesn't go down right away. So the Mayband belt extender, it's Velcro, so it's adjustable. Get you one of these. The next two items are from Belly Bandit. So I did kind of tell a small lie. As I'm going through things come back to me. So as you can see, this is well worn out. I got this from Target. At first I wore it for workouts for the extra support, and it's literally a Velcro band, you know, under your belly, and it's meant to support your belly. I had some back aches and some hip aches, and this really helped with providing support. And so at first I wore this just for workouts. As I got heavier, I would wear it all the time. I didn't know until I went to the doctor for one of my appointments and I took it off, and one of the nurses was like, oh great, you're wearing a belt, good, it's great for support. Belly Bandit, belly support. This was great. I got it from Target. So after wearing this for a while and posting some of my workouts, I got questions about it. I said what it was, belly band. I tagged them, so they reached out to me and they sent me this. So this is postpartum. Now this is totally like, I know some people are like, why would you even do that? There's like mixed messages or opinions out there about waist training or banding. I wrapped my tummy after I gave birth. I probably put this on maybe 2 or 3 days after I gave birth. This was great because it has some support. It really was not uncomfortable, and it really helped with getting myself back down. I mean, I didn't get all the way back down to size, but it did help with getting myself back down. And I'd say I wore this for probably 2 months postpartum. The first 2 months, you're pretty much home anyway. It really wasn't nothing to put this on every morning. I didn't sleep in it. I only wore it during the day. Let's move on to baby things. So I'm gonna start off with the bassinet. We actually got the Halo Bassinet. Oh, I also want to point out that this video is staged. Liam does not sleep in the crib with all that stuff in it. I know people are gonna get me like, oh, oh, sleep safe. Like, Liam sleeps in his crib, but all of the blankets and everything is not there. So the bassinet, we chose that one because it was a little bit more affordable. It's still kind of on the expensive side. I remember it being, I want to say maybe 150 bucks, maybe a little bit more, but there were some settings on there, vibration, music. But the main feature that I liked about it was that it was a 360 swivel and the side was also adjustable so that it was kind of a co-sleeper. So after I would nurse him at night, I would, you know, just kind of plop him down back into the bassinet because the side was adjustable and you could pull it right up. I actually pulled it right up on top of the bed too and just slide him right back in there. So love the bassinet. Would totally use it again for the next child, whenever that is. My next favorite is the Owlet Sock and app. I love this little thing. It's an app that tracks their heart rate and oxygen level, and it also tracks their sleeping patterns. So that was awesome. Really wasn't something that I used until we transitioned to the crib. Liam was basically in my room until about 6 months, and then he came to the crib. The Owlet it's literally a little sock that you wrap on their foot at night, and like I said, it monitors their heart rate and their oxygen levels. And then the added bonus is it also monitors deep sleep, light sleep. If he woke up in the night, you can kind of see Liam is now at a point where he if he wakes up in the night, he can put himself back to sleep. Well, sometimes, let me take that back, sometimes I do have to come up here, but most times he'll wake up for 5 or 10 minutes and then he'll go back to sleep on his own. All right, so moving on, my next favorite is, and if you follow me on Instagram, that's my little guy, my mom's keeping him. Normally I would be like, I can hear y'all, but we talking about him, so it's okay. If you follow me on Instagram, you have seen these baggies. Kinde, I hope I'm saying it right, I don't know. Another mommy actually recommended these for me. It is a milk/food storage bag. So, and it's awesome because the package actually comes with the adapters for breast pumps. So you can pump directly into these, store your milk in these, and then they have bottle adapters, and you can actually just twist the top off, put the nipple on. There's a bottle kind of thing that you stick it into, and you feed your baby from that. The bags are recyclable. Like, I love these bags. Unfortunately though, Liam was a colic baby, so feeding him from these bags didn't work out. But now I do his fruit and vegetable purees and store them in these bags. Honestly, we're doing the baby-led thing, but I like to use these because for me, I know that he's getting his fruits and veggies in. The baby-led thing, I feel like most of the food is on the floor, quite honestly. So this is my neurotic way to make sure that he's getting his fruits and veggies. But I love these because you can transition. Yes, and with the food, there are adapters for that as well. So this, again, next baby, I will definitely be using these bags. So after that are my breast pumps. I had quite a few breast pumps. I was one of those determined mamas that like, he's gonna be breastfed, he's only gonna get breast milk. We did do a little bit of formula, but that was just for a couple of days. That's another video if you want to hear that story, my breastfeeding story. I'd be happy to do that. Let me know down below if that's a story that you want to hear. Liam is 12 months and a week and we're still going strong. So I brought my Spectra up. I have the Spectra S2, I believe. Love this, but I honestly like my Medela better. What I love about this one is that it's less parts. It's literally just the flange, and again, the Kinde bags come with the adapters that you could pump directly into it. My Medela has a little bit more parts, and anyone that breastfeeds or pumps, we all know how annoying that process is. However, my Medela is efficient. I'll put a picture of the Medela pump that I have here, but turn it on, it does everything. Like, I don't have to think about it. And I used to use it like in the car. It has a car adapter. I did do some of those wireless options. Not that it didn't work out. The Medela is just, the production is just out of this world. Medela, hands down, my favorite breast pump. Like with any breast pump, you want to make sure that you get the correct flange size, all of the above. But like I said, that's a breastfeeding story video. Diapers and wipes. Honest. Love these. Wipes as well. I really try to stick to clean, non-toxic products. Honest is one of, there are plenty of clean brands on the market. Honest just happens to be my favorite. It's what we started out with. I haven't had any leaks or any issues with them. I know I've heard some people say that they prefer the brands that have the line that shows when they're wet or dry. To me, it's not that hard to feel the diaper, see if he's wet, keep it moving. I love, love, love the patterns that they come in. So that's another plus for me. The wipes are nice and thick. What has been really, really efficient for me is signing up for their subscription, and they debit it every month from my account, and every month the diapers and the wipes come. You get an email saying, you know, your order is getting ready to ship out. If there are any extra products that you want to add, do that now and you get an extra saving. So by doing the subscription, you save a little bit on your diapers, but then you also save on any other items that you buy for the month. I also do the nighttime diapers. I learned very, very quickly that changing diapers in the middle of the night, ain't nobody got time, because why? Your baby's probably gonna wake up and everybody's trying to go back to sleep. So the nighttime overnight diapers, we do those as well. We still do these because it's the diaper that he's gonna be in the longest, so I wanna make sure that he has the necessary protection. I use diaper cream. We really only use diaper cream at night, and Liam has never had a diaper rash in over a year. So I can't say enough good things about Honest. I didn't include it in this video, but I do use the Honest detergent for him, the Honest softener, or the dryer sheets rather, the diaper cream. I've even tried out some of their face products. I really like the Honest brand. I'm missing it, but this is the conditioner, this is the lotion. I also use body wash and shampoo. Love all of this. Like I said, I don't have anything bad to say about Honest. And again, you can add it to your subscription order and it'll come in. It's easy peasy. Nobody paid me for this. I'm definitely not getting no commissions from Honest, but you can also get Honest off of Amazon, but it is more efficient for me to go on the website and order from there and have it just delivered every month. Next is Aveeno Eczema. Now this one I honestly was kind of half and half about using, and I don't use this very often because it's not that clean. If you look on EWG, there are some things in here that they don't recommend for human beings, let alone babies. But I did see incredible results with this. Liam had a little bit of a rash on his cheeks, and it was mainly from when he was drooling a lot. The skin got really dry. When I tell you I used this, and within like days, probably not even days, it cleared up, never saw it again. So now I only use this if like he has a flare up or he's been crawling so much that his knees are dry. I use this on, you know, extra dry areas, but that's about it. Otherwise I use the Honest Baby all over. Honest does have an eczema balm, I believe, that I did not try because I know that this works. I was actually recommended this by my godmother, who is a nurse, so that is why I ended up using this on him, but I used this sparingly, but it does work. Bottles, I mentioned that Liam had colic, or I believe he had colic. His doctor didn't want to give that diagnosis, and I genuinely feel like his pediatrician didn't want to give me that diagnosis because I think I had a little bit of baby blues. And let me tell y'all this, when you get a pediatrician, make sure you get a pediatrician that cares about you and your child and is not a pediatrician that is just there to do his job and he's on to the next patient. Like, I love our pediatrician, no lie. We had an accident and I took him to the doctor the next day, and I'll never forget, we sat down and he was like, okay, I got the notes from the hospital. I know Liam's okay. I have a feeling that I'm here to check up on mom. We probably wasted our time going to that appointment, but my pediatrician is, the word holistic is coming to mind, but he wants to make sure that the family is well. Having a new baby is a joyous thing, but it's also stressful because we're stressing about, am I doing this right? And having a doctor that is reassuring. If any of you watching this live in the Austin, Texas area and you're looking for a pediatrician, again, ain't nobody paying me, but DM me, whatever, I'll give you my pediatrician's information. I love him that much. Back to, I believe my son had colic. My doctor didn't want to tell me that he had colic because he could tell that I was stressing out about everything else. The Dr. Brown's bottle is what ended up working for us. And when I tell you, I tried I wanted him to, let's be honest, y'all see all of this. I am the flashy whatever. I wanted him to be using those designer cool bottles. None of them worked. If they work for you, great. I'm not here to say that those bottles don't work because I do know people that have had success with other bottles. These right here is what worked for us. They still work. We still use these. Yes, these are small. Like I said, Liam is breastfed. Breastfed babies don't drink more than 4 to 5 ounces no matter what. So we're still using these bottles. I threw everything else away. Dr. Brown's, period. They're pretty cost effective. I don't want to say inexpensive or expensive because I think that's relative, but in my opinion, I remember these being cost effective. Well, now that I have this in my hand, this wasn't next on the list, but the Ergo Baby 360. I love this thing. Like, this was another baby shower gift. It's adjustable, but you can wear it on the front, you can wear it on the back. Another video topic is traveling with a baby. Obviously I have not traveled with Liam since COVID-19, but we traveled quite a bit in the beginning. Liam got on his first plane right at 2 months, right after he got his first round of vaccinations, and I felt okay with getting on a plane with him, and he has been to 8 states already. This thing right here, I don't fool with the stroller in the airport. If you want travel tips with a baby, let me know down below, and that's a whole nother video. But I love this thing. Again, it's available on Amazon. Shop the link. It has incredible support. There's the privacy, so when baby falls asleep, even if baby ain't asleep, people are nosy and people, oh, your baby's cute, and they want to get all back up with your germs. And this is pre-COVID. Like, you can put this up so that you cover baby's face. I also nursed Liam while he was in this, so we'd be walking through the airport, walking to our gate, and I'd have this up, twisted him to the side. I'm telling you, I figured it out with this thing. Liam would be nursing while I'm walking to the gate and nobody would know. I love this thing. And even some days at home where he's just having one of those days where he just wants to be held, if he's not feeling well or whatever, I got stuff to get done around the house, strap this on. 9 times out of 10 he goes right to sleep, but this has been a lifesaver. So the next thing is this aqua scale. So I loved this thing. This was also a gift. I believe this was on my registry on Amazon. This had some cool features where you turn it on and it'll give you the temperature of the water, so you know your water is not too hot or cold, but then it'll also weigh your baby, and you can weigh the baby with or without the water in here. All you do is when you turn it on, make sure it's zeroed so that when you put baby in, weigh baby. And this was awesome because it was just it was a 2-in-1. You got to bathe your babies, but also, you know, babies lose weight before they leave the hospital, and weight gain in the first 2 months, it's a neurotic situation. And Liam was a small baby. Liam was born at 5 pounds 7 ounces, so there really was pressure or a race to get him kind of up to size and on the growth chart. So this was my best friend. Again, if you want to hear about my breastfeeding journey, this was helpful. Because it measures in pounds and ounces, I was also able to make sure that my milk was transferring, that he was getting milk. So love this thing. We no longer use it because we are just using the tub now, but this was awesome. Probably should have talked about this before I talked about the scale, but the blooming bath. Love this thing. You just put this in your sink. I mentioned Liam was a little guy, so this was helpful. You know, it cushioned the sink. He had his first bath in this, which now that I say that, it's time to like go through and get rid of things. I don't think I'll be getting rid of this because he had his first bath in this thing. But you put it in the sink. I actually also used it in the tub. He was just so tiny and it just provided security for me, but also it was a way to make sure that he was comfortable in there. Both of us equally love this thing. This weighted wipe dispenser, so this piece is actually what's weighted. That helps with you know, when you're pulling out the wipes, you only get one rather than the whole struggle with getting one wipe out. You can get a wipe warmer if you want. I did it in the beginning, but it's not really necessary. Where I did find it more useful was those nighttime changes where, you know, cold wipes on the bum, you're trying to keep your baby asleep. This is the last thing that I have here. Lovevery. These play kits. Actually, another mom recommended these to me. We are subscribed. I want to say they come every 2 to 3 months. It's a cognitive learning and development play kit, and it's designed for each stage of your baby. So there's like 0 to 3 months, then 4 to 6 months, 7 to 8, 9 to 10, 11 to 12 months. They're just that. They're Montessori play kits that you play with your kid and, you know, help them learn while having fun. We had someone buy us the mat from the registry, and then I registered, or not registered, I signed on for his Play Kit subscription. And I believe they go up to ages 3 and 4, maybe even older. I'm one of those moms that like, I want to make sure my kid is learning at all time. This has been amazing. It's pretty cool watching him learn, and we both celebrate when he gets something. And yeah, so next is my monitor that I will put a picture here, but we have a Motorola monitor. The camera is just right over his crib, or it's up on the wall right over his crib, so that I can watch him while he's in here. It's mainly only used when he's in the crib. If we're in here playing and I have to run to the restroom, I can keep an eye on him while I run to the restroom really quickly. But for the most part, it's really only used at night. The outlet actually does come with a camera option, and I do have the version with the camera, but I have heard stories of those Wi-Fi cameras being hacked, so I personally prefer to stick to the old school. It's like a walkie-talkie, can't nobody hack into it. That's just the camera is connected to the monitor, and that's just that. So we have the basic Motorola monitor where the camera's in the room. I don't have here with me, but the Haka, that was awesome, especially in the beginning when my body was regulating and he couldn't eat all that I was producing. It was a great way to catch the excess without having to pump. You know, I could store it and save it for later. Most times in the beginning, Liam was a preemie, so I did have to put it in a bottle and feed him, supplement him from nursing with the breast milk in a bottle to make sure that he was getting all of his calories. But again, if you want to hear that breastfeeding journey, leave a comment down below and I'll make sure that I record that video. Yeah, so 2 more things. The Happy Baby brand, we use that for his teething crackers and puffs. Any snacks that he eats that I don't personally make, we get the Happy Baby brand. They are organic, and I prefer to feed him things that when I read the label, I see what's in it. I don't want a whole bunch of preservatives and additives and sugar and all of that stuff, and the Happy brand is pretty good at that. Oh, we also did the quinoa oatmeal cereal for him, so I liked that brand. Lastly is the Hatch. It's a white noise machine, but also a nightlight. It has been great. We didn't sleep train or anything like that, but he does have a sounder sleep with the white noise playing in the back. So these are our settings. That's for all of my favorite products. I did want to share some apps that I enjoyed using in the beginning. So, well, actually I still use a couple. So the Baby Center app is an app that I use during my pregnancy, and as I go through Liam's progression, gives me notifications week by week throughout my pregnancy, and then now also throughout Liam's progression through life. The Wonder Weeks app, this has been amazing. There's also a book where anytime Liam's going through like a fussy or a transition phase, this app has been great at explaining that. Oh gosh, he starts to leap in 5 days. Look, trouble. And then lastly, the Baby Tracker app, which I didn't realize needed to do an update. But on this app, as I mentioned in the beginning, weight gain is very important, as well as you have to count wet diapers and poopy diapers. You basically track all of those things on this app. So you track when and how long you fed for wet diapers, how much they sleep, and you can also track pumping on here, and it'll help you keep track of how many ounces you have when you do feedings. You can record if you nursed, gave expressed milk or formula. This app was dope. It was a lifesaver in the beginning when I needed to track those things, because those are things that when you go in for your first doctor's appointment, that they will ask. How many wet diapers does he have? Is he pooping? How often are you feeding? How long is he or she nursing? So it was really helpful to just have it right here on my phone. It's a lot to keep up with, but these little human beings, what are you gonna do? That does it for my first time mommy faves. I hope that you found this helpful. Like I said, none of these items were sponsored, but if you do shop the link down below, I will get a commission from anything that you purchase on Amazon. So yeah, I hope you loved. Anything that you want to hear or know further about my journey with little Liam, let me know down below and I'll be sure to get it to you. Until then, peace. See you next time.